This is the WJTS News. In the news tonight, Celestine Elementary closing, Jasper woman arrested, shoplifting incident leads to arrest. Kurt Guxell will be in with sports, and our WJTS Informed segment continues. All to come on WJTS TV News. Good evening, I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. The Celestine Elementary School is closing its doors for good at the end of the 2019-2020 school year. The Northeast DuBois School Board made the decision after a unanimous vote at last night's meeting. We will have more information once it becomes available. A Jasper woman is under arrest after a physical altercation with her granddaughter, who she is the legal guardian of. 53-year-old Verna Rinker hit her granddaughter multiple times in the face, causing injury. The biological mother of the female juvenile tried to intervene, but Rinker hit her as well. The grandmother also made physical threats to both the female juvenile and her biological mother. Rinker is booked into the DuBois County Security Center under the charges of domestic battery and intimidation. No bond has been set. A Huntingburg man is under arrest after a shoplifting incident yesterday. The Jasper Police Department were contacted by a manager from Holiday Foods on 3rd Avenue about a male subject that took medication from the store without paying for it. Within minutes, officers located 19-year-old Jaden J. Langford and the items stolen. Langford is booked into the DuBois County Security Center and charged with theft, a Class A misdemeanor. The value of the items stolen was $1.59. Perry Central Superintendent Mary Roberson is retiring after 17 years of leading the school. Superintendent Roberson's retirement is effective starting December 31st of this year. Roberson has led the school corporation for more than 3 decades and started out as a kindergarten teacher back in 1986. She moved up the ranks and led the district as the superintendent for the past 17 years. During her time at the school, she generated nationwide buzz with programs started at Perry Central, including when Commodore Manufacturing recognized Governor Eric Holcomb during his state address. Commodore Manufacturing rubs throughout the school year. This summer, Perry Central hired a few students to continue leading the program. Indiana farmers are getting closer to completing crop planting that were badly delayed by spring's frequent rains. The newest U.S. Department of Agriculture report shows 84% of Indiana's expected corn crop was planted at the start of this week. That's up from just 31% from 2 weeks ago, but the state's 5-year average would have all the corn crop planted. Agriculture officials say the wet spring has forced some farmers to consider switching corn to other crops. The latest report lists 64% of Indiana's soybean crop is planted, up from 17% 2 weeks ago. The state's 5-year average is 94% for soybean planting. An endurance team relay is coming to Jasper's Parklands. DC Multisport has announced the new event, Parkland's 6-hour endurance relay. This team relay will take place along the scenic paved trails of Jasper's newly developed Parklands on July 27, 2019. After the event, Schnitz Pub and Brewery will open early and have some live entertainment that evening. Similar in concept as other popular relays throughout the nation, this event is comprised of teams rising to a challenge. The challenge of this event being to share the responsibility amongst a team to endure 6 hours of continuous running and to beat the number of loops completed by the other teams. The 6-hour endurance event can be broken down between 2 team members, 4 members, or 6 members. The course is a 1.6-mile hilly loop. Each runner can run as many loops at a time based upon that team's strategy. Running teams can set up their base camp within the designated areas in the northwest parking area of Clubhouse 61, very close to where teams can transition to a new runner. Once the 6-hour limit is reached, no runners may enter the course, and timekeeping will begin for any runners still on the course. The teams that complete the most loops in the lowest amount of time in a variety of categories will receive an award. After the 6 hours and once all teams have finished their last loop, the award ceremony will be taking place in the outdoor seating area of the Schnitz Brewery and Pub. For questions or more information, contact DC Multisport at 812-482-9115. Email wlubers@visitduboiscounty.com or visit dcmultisport.com. If you're looking for a 5K to participate in, or you're wanting to participate in a change of scenery, Marengo Cave will be holding their 6th annual Marengo Underground 5K in the Cave. Join Marengo Cave on Saturday, June 29th, and run or walk approximately 1 mile underground in the race. There you will find good lighting, good temperature, sure footing, and fast, flat terrain. A destination race that will offer major relief from the hot summer and a scene like none other. Festival food booths and entertainment at the finish line location for your enjoyment. Kids 10 and under have free entry into the race. The race will start at Crawford County Middle School, formerly Marengo Elementary School, and finish in downtown Marengo. All proceeds of the entry fee is used to fund the Marengo Labor Day Weekend Festival. On-site registration opens at 7 a.m. Eastern Time and closes at 8:15 a.m. Eastern Time. The lines for this popular event can be quite long, so please plan accordingly. There will be no free race shirts during on-site registration. The race start time for runner is 9 a.m. Race start time for walkers is 9:05. Awards will be given out. There will be a male and female overall award, as well as top 3 male and female in several age groups. The St. Meinrad and historic St. Boniface parishes are joining with St. Meinrad Archabbey to celebrate Corpus Christi this Sunday, June 23rd. Following an 8:30 a.m. Mass at St. Meinrad Parish, the Blessed Sacrament will be exposed for Eucharistic adoration and devotion until 4 p.m. Starting at 4 p.m., Archabbot Kurt Stasiuk, OSB, and members of the Archabbey community will get together at the parish church for an outdoor procession to the Archabbey Church. Students who had their First Communion this year will participate in the procession by carrying their First Communion banners. The procession continues in Brewery Street through the west entrance of the Archabbey and stopping at the plaza on the east side of the guest house for prayer and reflection before entering the Archabbey Church for Vespers with benediction at 5. Then everybody will gather at 5:45 at the guest house and retreat center for a meal. All times mentioned are central. For more information about the meal or transportation, please visit the St. Meinrad website. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and WJTS Inform are coming up next. Local people watching local people.